Hello, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm pretty well. Thank you for asking. What about you, ma'am?
Good. I'm doing good too. Okay. So yeah, how was your morning so far?
Morning was productive.
Hmm.
Yeah, as
Okay.
usual.
Okay. So it's
There was
been
nothing
quite
as
some
such.
time, yeah, since we had a last session, right?
Yeah,
Hmm. Right. So wait, in the place you're residing in Gujarat right now, if I remember
Gujarat,
correctly.
Surat.
Surat.
Yeah.
Right. So what is the weather condition over there like? Is it raining heavily over there too?
Like weather is present. Like we are encountering a rainy season nowadays. Like sometimes downpour, sometimes drizzling, sometimes lightning as well. By and large, weather is pleasant. Temperature would be below 29. Yeah,
Okay, that's good.
yeah.
So the weather over here
What
is
about
quite
you?
unpredictable.
Like in Himachal, you are in Himachal, I guess.
No, no. I am from Himachal, but I'm based in Delhi.
Delhi. Okay. So yesterday I talked to one guy and he was telling that there is scorching heat in Delhi.
It is very hot over here, and the rain was actually expected to lower down the temperature, but it has increased the humidity. Humidity was very high
Hmm.
yesterday, and even today morning, it's
Okay.
still okay, but yeah, the temperature will only rise in the coming. And yeah,
Hmm.
when it comes to thunderstorms, so there have been predictions that there will be thunderstorms. So it's quite unpredictable. So suddenly it's the weather goes from being sunny to lightning, thunderstorm, heavy dust storm,
Hmm.
all of these.
Okay. Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Right. So today I would be having a discussion on the topic obsession. Okay. So
Obsession.
yeah, obsession. Have you
Okay.
had discussion on this topic before or no?
No. I cannot recall. There would be, but right now I cannot recall. Yeah.
Okay. So can you please explain the meaning of obsession? And do you know anyone who is obsessed with anything or anyone?
Obsession, like I can give my stance. Like I have obsession to become a advanced speaker, to
I have
become
obsession
fluent.
or I have an obsession.
I have an obsession, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Continue.
So it is like that. If you are perseverance, I think obsession. It is kind of. I think it has intense meaning than perseverance. I Junoon, we can say, like Hindi Junoon. Yeah.
No, no.
So
Obsession is not Junoon.
what does it
Obsession is
mean?
something else. Being obsessed with something is that you are constantly thinking about it, but it's actually draining your energy, and you can rather use your energy to something else too. It mostly
Okay.
has a negative connotation rather than a positive connotation. Like when you're thinking 24/7 about something, it can be something good too. But if you're obsessed with
Okay.
something, that means you cannot live without it, or if that is taken away from you, so you should start to show withdrawal symptoms. This is the kind of,
So it has negative meaning, not
yeah, it
positive.
has, yeah, it has a negative connotation.
Okay. Okay, great. Okay.
Mhm.
So like
Do you
so
know
I'm
anyone
not
who is
obsessed
obsessed with anything? You don't have to talk about yourself, talk about anyone else.
obsessed about anything like in my company there are so many guys those who are obsessed of name, fame and money. They
Obsessed
always
with
try
name, fame, and money.
obsessed with the name, fame and money. They always try to grab, they always try to run behind all these things. They always try to be psychophant and they
Okay.
always try to be a third wheel, like during
Oh,
conversation. Yeah,
that's very sad.
so in my company, yeah,
Hmm.
I
Okay.
meet.
Okay. So can you share a story recent, like you gave a lot of instances over here. So can you share a recent story wherein you were pretty upset or maybe just irked by someone's action of obsessed actions also you can say.
Obsessed action, like mm, I was in Fallout like couple of days back,
Hmm.
and that. that was my we have been working together for last 15 years,
Hmm.
and out of the blue we were in fallout.
Okay.
So because there was some conflict, and it happens in the company when you are working together. So there will be some issues, but I think we should get rid of all these things, because if we are working together, and so there would be some kind of issues, and we can resolve it
Hmm.
peacefully and in productive way, rather than pulling the legs, and rather than blaming and complaining. So it happened with me couple of days back.
Hmm.
So I was for one day, because I can manage myself,
Hmm.
and I know it can happen in life. So I
Hmm.
was able to manage medicine, and after second in second day I meet that person,
In
and
second
I
day or on the second day?
on second day I went, and I have tried to shake hand, but he didn't he ignored me, and
Okay.
he doesn't
He
want
didn't.
to meet me, and
He didn't want to.
he doesn't want to talk with me. Yeah,
Didn't, not doesn't.
sorry, he did. Okay, yeah, he didn't want to talk with me. Yeah, sorry.
Right. Right.
So yeah, like time. Yeah, it is the gods and time. These are the best healer of the life, and uh, time and gods can heal everything. So uh, time flies. Time had flown, and things has become better after some time.
Things has
So
or
now
things have.
things have become better now,
Have.
and
Okay.
as we used to interact earlier, and we used to discuss on every topic, and we used to share as well our emotions, feelings, but we have stopped sharing all these things, and we always talk on particular topic which is related to company,
Mhm.
and
Which was
we don't have
to.
which was related to company, and no, we don't have that kind of relation now,
Hmm.
and
It's
but
sad.
we have to talk, otherwise the work will hamper in the company, and because we are working together, so we are bound to meet and on daily basis, and we are bound to work together. So
Hmm.
for the sake of work, for the sake of, otherwise if we will not resolve the issues, so we would be down every time, down in the dumps, and we will uh, i I can't, but he will start pulling leg every time,
Hmm.
for the sake of our wellness, for the sake of our mentality.
Hmm.
I have resolved the problem, I have taken initiative,
Hmm.
and now the things have become bitter. Yeah.
This sentence which you said, that if we would not resolve the issue, where is this reflecting? Are you talking about the past or are you talking about future?
Like future,
Right.
future.
But
Yeah.
actually, you're saying that you've not really resolved, but you have tried to make amends, right? So you would say that if we would have not resolved, or at
Okay.
least tried,
Okay.
so would have not
No,
will
no,
come.
actually, I was telling that if I will not resolve the issues, so we would be always down in the dumps.
We
If we
would be
will not
always
read.
will come. So that
Yeah.
is what left me confused. That are you talking about
Yeah.
past or are you talking about future?
Future.
Okay. So we would
Yeah. Yeah.
be always will come then.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. So yeah, this is a heavy topic that you have touched on. Let's try and bring the
Yeah.
topic to a lighter conversation. What
Yeah.
about any food item? So are you obsessed with any food item or anything per se?
Obsessed to the rice and dal. It is my comfort food.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
So
Okay.
Like I can skip chapati and all these things, but I cannot skip rice. Whenever I do not have rice, so I feel I am missing something.
It's
So
like
in
the
the
exact copy paste words that you are saying from my mother as well as my sister. They have the same
yes,
exact sentence that if I don't have rice in one
okay,
day, I feel like my day is incomplete. So that's how they both are.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. But I
Right.
have
I
limited
am not a
myself.
fan of rice. I am, yeah.
Okay, okay. Yeah, it happens. Like
Yeah.
test changes person to person. Like yeah, and like
Yeah.
if the person is health
Like I'm the
conscious
kind of
and
person who's okay with anything. Give me chapati, I will.
yeah,
Yeah, sorry. I think my voice is breaking. Is my voice coming fine for you or no?
yeah, it is coming fine. You are audible.
Okay, so I was just saying that I'm the kind of person, give me chapati, I'll have chapati. Give me rice, I have rice. I have no preferences as such.
Okay, great to hear. Like yeah, because I have been eating rice for since long time and since my childhood, and so that's why I think. And but it is not like that. I can like if there would be scarcity of rice, so definitely I can manage myself. But yeah, um, I'm very fond of eating rice. Yeah.
So you are obsessed with rice, definitely, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what about anything else in the house that you cannot live without?
I cannot live without
Any item,
nowadays.
any
Yesterday, like a couple of days back, I ordered a book, um, and I received that book. But what happened? My son has hidden that book because he didn't want to give me, and he was telling that first you complete one book, then I will give you that book. So that book is Sudha Murthy's map book, and 3,000 stitches. The book name is 3,000 stitches, and I wanted to read that book because yeah, actually I got to know about that book. Somewhere there was convection, and she was telling about that book that actually she was telling about this book that it was she is philanthropic, you might be knowing. So she had described their
actually, your voice is breaking
philanth
for me. Can we both do one thing? Can we try and rejoin because your voice is breaking? I've tried to
Okay,
listen, but
okay,
yeah,
okay,
it's been happening for the past 2 minutes.
okay, okay, okay.
I'm
Shall
rejoining.
I
You're
rejoin,
good.
ma'am?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Have you rejoined? Okay.
Yes, ma'am. How
Yeah.
is it now?
I think it's fine, but I'm not sure if the connection is very stable today.
Okay, but you are audible.
You're okay, so that's good.
You
If
are
it
loud
happens,
and clear. Yeah.
I'll definitely be prompting in between. What was the book
Okay.
that you were talking about?
Obsession. Like you were asking about something at home. You have if you have any obsession at home.
I was just saying, what was the book that you were talking about?
Book.
Yeah.
The book name is 3,000 Stitches.
Okay, I've not heard of
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. So I have started reading this book, and it is it is all about experiences of Sudha Murthy's man, what he did actually in her life, and she is philanthropic. So
She is
she went
philanthropist.
somewhere. She is a philanthropist,
Hmm.
and she went somewhere, and like
Hmm.
uh, she wanted to help women, those who were in prostitution, and so like so she helped, and like more or less 3,000. There were 3,000 women to whom he helped,
She
and
had.
and She helped, sorry, she helped. So it is all about, this was the first story I have read, and there are so many stories yet to be read.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yet to be read or yet to be read?
Yet to be read. Sorry, it's my
Read.
bad.
Yeah. I think this story is related to women from the tribal community. It's something like Adivasi women, right? That she rescued.
Tribal, no, yeah, there are so many stories, and she helped to tribal as well, but it is quite different actually. They were indulged in prostitution,
Hmm.
and they didn't want to improve their lifestyle, and they wanted to be as it is, and but she tried, and she did a lot of effort for that, and like one or two times she was failed, she went there to
She
help them
was failed
out.
or she failed,
She failed. She was
hmm.
failed is incorrect, man.
Right? She,
Okay,
yeah, she
she
failed.
failed.
Hmm.
One time they were throwing chappals, and she tried, and second time they were throwing tomatoes, and
Hmm.
I don't they were telling that I think you might be journalist, you might be politician, why you came here, and they didn't want to enhance, they didn't want to improve their lifestyle. They were okay,
Hmm.
but they didn't know the intention of Sudha Murthy's ma'am actually. And so, like a third time she went, actually, she talked with his father, and
His
he
father
advised
or her
something.
father?
Her father, and he advised uh, to her that you should be doing in such a way. Again, she went with his father, and
Uh,
her father, sorry, her
hmm.
father, and she does something. And
Hmm.
actually, his father used some tactic, and he didn't tell the fact actually. She wanted to tell her that there is AIDS actually, the AIDS disease, and there would be issues, and she wanted to let them get rid of all these things. So I think, but she was going directly, and she was actually directly, she used to tell them about it.
Hmm.
So they were not ready to listen to her actually at that time.
Hmm. Okay.
So third time she went with her father, and the like the situation he had handled. Later on, the things had become better. So she her father, and she told them that this is the like a big disease, and the 3,000 women were there, and she afflicted them.
Hmm.
So
That's
it,
pretty
it was
bad.
kind of very great things she has done, and I was amazed after reading that book, because like
We don't
what
really
he did.
feel like engaging with person who is struck with AIDS
Yeah,
disease. So yeah,
yeah,
she
yeah.
has done, and she was very young when she did that. She was, I think, in her early 20s at that time.
Exactly. She didn't get married at that time. I guess,
She was. It was
because
right after
because
college,
because
maybe, because I
see,
have seen. Yeah.
actually, there was foundation already. Already, Infosys Foundation has been established. I
If
think.
that was established, then she might have been married because
Yeah, yeah, exactly,
Infosys
exactly.
was
But
established after.
actually,
Yeah,
after got married, yeah.
after she got married. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, because but actually in that story, she was describing that she used to wear jeans, and
I've seen her narrate the
fat.
story on KBC.
Yeah, yes, yes. So she used to wear cap. So actually, her father told that you shouldn't be
Yeah.
wearing this. Actually, you should
Yeah.
be wearing saris, and
Yeah.
you should put bindis, all these things.
Yeah.
You should look like Indian woman.
Exactly. So that they
Then
feel that you're part of their community. That's the way
exactly.
they start listening to it.
So she had changed their costume as well at that time. Then she went.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I noticed a few things while you were speaking. Can you
Okay.
please pronounce these words for me one more time?
Yeah, for sure, man. Philanthropist.
Okay. So what is happening over here is you're pronouncing it like two separate chunks of words. This is just one word, right? So we
Okay.
don't say
Okay.
philanthropist, philanthropist.
Okay. Philanthropist. Okay.
No, uh, you're
Philanthropist. Yeah.
you're stretching the sound of an. Don't do that.
Okay.
Philanthropist,
Okay. Philanthropist. Okay. Philanthropist.
right? You have to speak it in one flow, right?
Okay.
So,
Philanthropist. Okay.
so can you please repeat this sentence? Sudha Murthy is a great philanthropist.
Siddha Murthy's ma'am is great philanthropist.
One more time. Sudha Murthy is a great
Uh,
philanthropist.
Sudha Murthy's ma'am is great philanthropist.
Okay. Sudha Murthy ma'am is a
Yeah.
great philanthropist.
Okay. Siddha
One
Murthy's
more
ma'am is great philanthropist.
so do you notice that in this sentence, like when you're saying is a, so is a needs to be pronounced together. So sentence pronunciation we are looking at. Sudha Murthy ma'am is a
Okay.
great philanthropist.
Sudha Murthy ma'am is a great philanthropist. Okay.
Much better this
Philanthropist.
time. Much better
Okay.
this time. So the flow in sentence
Okay.
was good. Don't have breakage
Okay.
in between words, and also whenever a very long word is there, you don't have to
Hmm.
break it down into two chunks. Okay.
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
So this was one thing. Then can you please tell me what is the difference in pronunciation of the next two words?
Okay. First one is AIDS,
That
and
is the first
second
or
one
the
is
second word.
ads. What
You are actually
is it
switching
right?
up the pronunciation. ADS is ads, and
Ads.
this disease, or even like aid, can also be used to talk about health, right? So
Okay.
that is AIDS,
AIDS. Okay.
not. So
Okay,
when
ma'am.
you were talking about that disease, that is not ads disease, that is AIDS disease.
AIDS. Okay.
Right. Okay. Or even aid can be used as a synonym of help. So this would be like we I would require some financial aid from the government. So
Okay. Okay.
yeah, that's aid. Okay. Then the next two word pronunciation difference, please.
I think first one is latter, and second was it later. What is
You are
difference, ma'am?
actually pronouncing it opposite.
Opposite.
Yeah.
Okay. Later and latter.
Yes.
So what does that mean of both, ma'am? First one is later.
Later means like sometime after, right? So this you know.
Okay. Okay. And
Right.
latter.
Latter, so there is something that we call a former and latter. Have you heard about it? Former and latter. Former means something that comes first. Latter means something that comes after. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Got it. Got it.
Let's
And
assume that I'm
what does it mean of first one?
later,
Later.
sometime after.
Okay.
Okay. So that
Okay.
is in
Got it.
reference to time. And latter is that is in reference to the thing that is falling at the
L-
latter side.
later on.
Later on, it would be.
Okay. It is later on.
Yes. So you did say latter
Okay.
on at that time, but this is later on. Okay.
Later
I'll
on.
give you example of former and latter. Okay. Mm, I am working on two
Mhm.
projects, recycling as well as recycling and upgrading. Okay. The former will help me to reduce waste, and what was the upgrading, and the latter will help me to find some creativity. So
Still,
I said
I'm
two things.
like,
One is recycling. So I'm working on two things, recycling and upgrading. Okay. So recycling is the former, upgrading is the latter, something that I'm mentioning after. Okay. So upgrading is the latter. So the former will help me to reduce waste, the latter will help me to be creative. So, like when I'm trying to upgrade something, so I'll try to explore my creative side.
okay. Okay. So
Okay.
is it synonyms of upgrade?
Not synonym.
Is
I
it?
mentioned recycling first and upgrading later, right? So the first thing becomes former,
Mhm.
after wala thing becomes latter.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay. Actually,
like if I'm telling
I
A and B,
I will
so A
I will be
becomes
pondering
former,
upon.
former
Actually,
and
I will
latter.
be
Yeah.
pondering upon this after finishing this session. Actually, yeah.
Please read some more sentence example. I think it would be more clear to you.
Okay.
Latter is so former
Uh,
is first, latter is after. Okay, that is the
okay.
main thing. And the word later, later, this is used in context of time. Later on, I came to
Time.
know.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Later on. Yeah.
So thank you, and yeah, focus upon this. And actually, you were pronouncing it opposite. So adds aids,
Okay.
later la.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Later on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here, man. Have a
Bye.
great day.
Bye.
Bye.
You too. Bye.